Three, two, one. Hey YouTubers, Grimmy Dragon here, and it's once again review time. And this time we are going to be taking a look back into Combiner Wars with the final wave of the deluxes. This time looking at Wheeljack. Okay, starting with Wheeljack's vehicle mode. As you can see, he's pretty much a repaint, retool of Sunstreaker Breakdown. Just retooled to look more like his G1 self. And as you can also see, all the storage from the previous versions work pretty well as well, where you got the hand-foot gun going on the top and pegging into the back, and got the sword gun thing just pegging into the side. But once those are off, vehicle mode looks okay. Little lacking in the paint department, but that will be more obvious in the robot mode. But as you can see, he's got the basic needs for Wheeljack. He has the green and red striping on the front, little red on the top, some green on the sides, and the number on the side. Although it's very small and not exactly the best. He also got a Autobot symbol on top. I do like that the hubcaps are painted silver. That is always a welcome touch. But yeah, it's alright. Probably not the best paint job, but vehicle mode is sufficient. He does roll forward back fairly well. So yeah, that's pretty good. Not much else to say about vehicle mode, but let's get a comparison in. We'll bring in Sunstreaker. Get that little back a bit. And yeah, there's definitely a difference between the car types. This is more a Lamborghini, and can't remember what this one's called, but yeah. There is a significant difference, and the retool is done exceptionally well. But we'll also bring in the Generations Wheeljack, which is still a phenomenal toy. If you haven't gotten it, you should look into it. But as you can see, very similar. This one's a little more modernized, which is fine with me. But yeah, that one, the Combiner Wars one, is fairly close to it. But yeah, that's all I got for vehicle mode. So let's get into robot mode. Okay, so now that we got Wheeljack in his robot mode, oh boy. This is depressing to see. Sculpt-wise, he's alright. I mean, it's a pretty good Wheeljack sculpt, but the paint... what were they thinking? I mean, it's hard to say they even painted him at all. I mean, yeah, they got the little stripes on the chest and the legs, but that's it. I mean, that's all the paint that there is to his body in this form. Oh yeah, Tampoed Autobot symbol, I almost forgot. But, you know, they go through all the trouble to sculpt in the windshield for his chest, and they don't paint it. It's just this blank white. He is just so bland in this form. Oh man, what was Hasbro thinking? And good news is I've seen the Takara version for the Lynx Master set. That is looking so much better. I mean, But it really disappoints me more on this one because the sculpting is done so well, but the paint isn't there to bring it out. I mean, let's get a close-up here. And if it's the plastic isn't whitening it out completely, you can tell there's some nice sculpted detail there. That chest piece should be so much more than what it is. And that's what disappoints me. The head is done well. The head, that's a nice Wheeljack head. You got the blue eyes, you got the silver ears and faceplate. Since they didn't do translucent plastic this time, that works. But the body is just so bland, it's just depressing. And that's all I can really say about it. This is by far the weakest link of the whole set. Well, I'm talking about the Sky Range set, but yeah, it's just a downer. I just don't know what else to say about that. It's just downer. Accessories. Yeah, he has the hand-foot gun, which you can plug into his back. It's not quite his wings, but it will do. And he has the sword gun, and that actually gets some paint on it. That gets a blade painted on it, but yeah, they couldn't paint the main body. That's okay. I gotta get off of that, or it's gonna be driving me nuts. So let's do a comparison. And of course, we'll start with Sunstreaker, who, yeah, Wheeljack is a retool of. And yeah, since they actually painted Sunstreaker, he looks pretty good. But yeah, Wheeljack actually he looks like he's wearing a white jumpsuit with white gloves and black legs for whatever reason. But yeah, it's just, it needed more paint. And I'm getting on that again, but it's just how I feel. So let's get another comparison in. Let's get the Generations Wheeljack in. And again, night and day here. I mean, yeah, part of it is the Generations Wheeljack paint, plastic colors, but he has the paint to really back it up, and it looks better as a result. The sculpt, I might like the Combiner Wars version better, just because it's a little less bulky than what the Generations Wheeljack is, but yeah, the paint is what makes these two right now. Well, it's what makes Generations Wheeljack and what breaks Combiner Wars Wheeljack. And yeah, I can't help it. That's just how I feel. But anyway, yeah, let's get it to Combiner mode and see how he looks there. I really am not looking forward to seeing this guy again. Yeah, as you may know, Skyrain is not my favorite combiner. It's the weakest one of the whole line, and I guess it's kind of appropriate that Wheeljack was part of this team. But anyway, we're not here to talk about my grievances with Skyrain, but we're here to talk about how Wheeljack works as a limb. Now, as a leg, he is fine. He's effective, he fits. Gotta make sure that the spoiler and the feet are up so that he's not taller than the other leg, but other than that, yeah, piece of cake to work with. Looks good. Again, the lack of details on here. Like, he's just a white block, basically, which kind of works against him. I mean, all the painted detail that was there is now covered up by car parts. So, yeah, not too grand. But he's an effective leg, and, you know, it's not offensive or anything. So, yeah, there's that. Now, to look at what the arms are capable of, since he is a retool of Sunstreaker or Breakdown, I'm just going to bring in Sunstreaker since he's in arm mode as it is. But I'll put a picture of Wheeljack as an arm right about here for a few moments. 3, 2, 1, yeah, here we go. So, the arm capability, and we're just going to go over articulation. So yeah, that as an arm, Wheeljack and Sunstreaker both have ratcheted shoulder, both in and out and forward back. You also have a bend, yeah, okay, that'll work. Bend here, and a little bend over there. You could put it like this, but these ball joints are not designed to actually work that way. Unfortunate, but yeah, so it's better to go like this. Okay, but yeah, Wheeljack is exactly like that, you know, as well. So it's not like a big deal for that. So anyway, yeah, that's the combined form. Honestly, this is probably one you'd probably want to get for an individual instead of a combiner, but yeah, he does have the gimmick. So that'll just about wrap things up for Combiner Wars Wheeljack. Decent figure, obviously not my favorite mold, and but you know, sadly, what really kills it is the lack of paint. So this would pretty much come up as my least favorite of the Combiner Wars wave. So yeah. Oh, better luck next time, I guess. Hopefully Takara's version will be as nice looking as it appears to be, but only time will tell. So, hope you've enjoyed this little video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. So, goodbye out there, whatever you are.